you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of sky cams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together we're Mississippi Strong. Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Hello. Happy Thursday.
Hi,
Thanks
good
for
afternoon.
joining us for WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. Beautiful day,
Yeah.
warm day, dry day.
Yeah, it is warm. I'm curious as to why you have the cardigan on.
It's chilly. It was chilly in there.
I guess that's
a
true.
little.
I think it's warm, but I think I have a long sleeve dress on too.
Exactly. So
I
you're
usually
already
don't.
covered.
I usually don't. That's true. But anyway, if you're heading out, you don't really need sleeves.
No, you
It
don't
is
need any
pretty-
sleeves.
Pretty warm out there. 75 in Jackson, 78 in Lexington. Although some of our sensors have been reading a little warm, like Vicksburg, that one's been messed up today. You're likely closer to 75, I would say, but still pretty warm out there either way.
Yeah, mid to upper 70s as expected. We've got upper 70s to low 80s starting tomorrow through the end of this week. So staying well above average. And then by the time we head into next week, we do have some changes on the way. Now, the temperature is not going to change for the early part of the week. And even once the rain gets here that we're going to be potentially tracking, hopefully tracking, heading into the middle and end of the week, we'll still be in the 70s on the rainy days. And then behind the rain, maybe we get a few upper 60s, but it's not looking like a significant drop in temperatures right now.
Yeah. Definitely holding on to hope that we could see some rain. However, there is still some uncertainty in the forecast. It's looking like for now, though, that heading into Thursday, especially overnight Thursday into Friday, there will be some kind of system moving through, bringing the chance for some widespread rainfall. Models are kind of getting a little bit more consistent with that, showing late night Thursday, early morning Friday. However, the totals, this is why we're still kind of just saying don't really get your hopes up too high, because the overall rainfall totals still looking very unimpressive, maybe an inch to half an inch. So even though we do have a chance for some showers, potentially storms towards the end of next week, not going to be a complete washout likely, and we're not going to see totals that are really going to add up to much overall. So until then, definitely anticipate continuing to see those dry conditions,
which means pretty decent weather for outdoor activities this weekend. I also want to point out one of those long-range models, the one that said that we could see an inch earlier this afternoon, said 1/10 of an inch. So keep in mind that they're changing their mind with every passing model run, trying to put the data in. This is still pretty far out in the forecast, the rain chances that is. So for now, what you can bet on is warm and dry weather all the way through this coming weekend. And once we get to the end of the weekend and the early part of next week, we'll definitely have a better grasp on how the rain is going to pan out. But it's not going to be here for the start of the week. It's not going to impact your outdoor plans this weekend, which, in my opinion, good news, because people like to do things with their weekend days. I don't mind a little rainy weekend every now and again, but if you got stuff you're planning on doing, this is a good weekend for it.
Yeah, it seems nice, but I would say just a little bit too warm.
It's definitely warm.
Yeah,
10
honestly,
to 15 degrees above average for this time of year.
80 degrees in November, not the favorite
springy.
forecast. But if you want to head outside, like Elise was saying, you're not going to run into any impacts as far as showers and storms are concerned. We're still holding on to hope we might see some rain at the end of next week. It's still in the air. Otherwise, pretty calm conditions out there, just above average temps. That's the main story as we head into the end of this week.
And that's about it for your first alert forecast. So enjoy the quiet, calm, warm weather that we have for now. We will certainly have some changes at some point, whether it be at the middle or the end of next week or the following week. We'll see. But if you want to see more of our first alert forecast or you missed anything, you can start this over. You can also tune in to WLBT News at 4 and 4:30, and you can come back here at 6:30. I don't know. Are you going to be on Studio 3 today?
Yes. What
you can get a check on Studio 3.
I will be in the studio. Well, whether or not it's on air, that will depend on everyone else who was interviewed before me. So you know how it goes. Sometimes they talk a little long.
Yeah, they run out of time. But we'll definitely have more for you on WLBT News at 4, 4:35, and 6. And we'll have another check of your digital forecast at 6:30.